Texila American University, and I have something nice to share with all of you, mainly in terms of what we are offering, as well as in terms of how we are going to make delivery slightly different this year in terms of the post-pandemic. As my previous presenter was talking about the pandemic and the way the world has changed. So I'll try to be more focused on our offering and what are the solutions which we provide post COVID-19 so that it will not kill your doctor's dream. That is the most important point. We all are struggling with the fact that we don't know how and what students are going to do, mainly from September and October, once most of the intakes across the world are going to start with. So let me start with, I'll come back to that solution also, that how we are going to help around in ensuring that the students are not losing their academic year, as well as they are safe and sound, and all the concerns of the parents are properly addressed too. Just to give you an introduction, Texila American University is more than a decade-old university, mainly specializing in the field of medicine, as well as in public health, nursing, and pharmacy. But today I'm going to talk more about the medicine program we offer, which is equivalent to the MBBS program in India, and how we are going to handle the academic intake in 2020. As I was telling you about the university, our university is having a presence globally with our physical campuses in Guyana, that is a part of South America, as well as in Zambia, that is in Africa, in UAE. Plus, we have our own presence in terms of our liaison offices across the world. So we usually say that we are present in 3 continents with more than 7 offices across to help and assist students from more than 40 plus countries whom we are delivering our program to. And fortunately, now we are into the complete 360-degree offering of education, right from the K-12 segment to the higher education segment across the world. In India, we are present in most of the metros of the country to assist all our students in definitely having a one-to-one session with us, so that they can clear up all the doubt before they go ahead with taking admission at our university into the medicine program. So we have our offices in Bengaluru, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Coimbatore, where we have a global processing office, which we use mainly to support all our universities operations across the world. As far as the university is concerned, usually we are recruiting approximately 1,500 students per year from all across the world, almost offering 48 plus programs, which right from the undergraduate level to the doctoral level, in the field of medicine, in the field of public health, in the field of clinical research, in the field of management. And we do offer campus-based program, we do offer distance learning program, we do offer clinical site-based programs. So our academic strength can be understood by that we have almost 700 plus students who are doing research program at time, mainly in PhD. We have students coming from more than 70 plus countries for our campus base as well as for our distance learning program. And as we are a truly global university catering to the student fraternity for 70 plus countries, so we do maintain global accreditations which are required. So if you're coming from India, if you're coming from UAE, if you're coming from Sri Lanka, if you're coming from Vietnam, Bangladesh, Nepal, Dubai, any other place exactly, our qualifications are well accepted in most of the countries across the globe. You may be wondering exactly where this Guyana is, as mostly you may be knowing about the big short countries, the so-called big short countries across the world nowadays. Everyone is, all the countries are crumbling due to this COVID. So Guyana is really is a land country. It's in the mainland country in the southern American continent. You can see, and it borders Brazil. It borders we, uh, Venezuela. So, and it is not an island country. So this yellow part which you see on the Southern American continent, you'll find this is Guyana. Interestingly, Guyana is having the fastest growing economy in 2020, because of the oil boom which came there, and the first production happened in 2020. So it is expected that in the entire world is going to be in recession this year, Ghana is going to enjoy between 56 to 60% of the GDP growth in 2020. So it's a country which now most of the investors wants to go and invest their money in terms of foreign direct investment, seeing massive infrastructural development. A country which is having a sizable Indian origin population, approximately 40% of the population there are of Indian origin. It was a British colony, so English is one of the major languages, it's the official language, and it enjoys a very good diplomatic relationship with India in terms of the support which the Indian government do provide to the country there and to the community also there. In terms of as a country, you will enjoy, the entire region of the South American region, as you can see, all the Caribbean region are tourist paradise. People do love to go there. Their lovely beaches, their old architecture of the buildings, and the Indo-African culture, the American culture, which is very nearby to the continent. So this all makes Guyana as one of an interesting country and most exciting country to visit in, whether for your studies as well as for your tourism, and now for the business destination also. As I was telling you regarding the country, definitely Guyana is the only English-speaking country in South America. We do have our own physical campus spread across multi acres in Guyana. That is in the Providence, is one of the region of Guyana, almost 40 kilometers from the airport. It is offering you a pocket friendly, that is quite affordable MBBS education there, which is far much cheaper than some of the private colleges in India. And apart from that, the education which you are going to get there is fully recognized by Medical Council of India. And due to the Indian origin population there in the country, you just feel like being home, unlike going to a country where maybe English is not a language, or you may not know Hindi, Bengali, or Urdu, or Bhojpuri there. People do love talking in all those languages. So you feel like home being in Guyana, and this is one of the most important thing. But now hundreds of students are preferring to be in Guyana for their medical education rather than going to climatic extreme countries such as Russia, Ukraine, or any of those countries. Not being specific to any countries, but going to a country which feels like home. Our campus is spread, as I told you, it's spread in the Providence, and we started this campus in 2010 and it's one of the top rated private university in Guyana, not only in the country but in the entire region. We have already graduated, we have graduated 6 batches of our medicine students from our campus. That means that we have a success stories to share with you for more than 500 students who have graduated from our campus, uh, and are successful doctors all across the world, whether it be in India, whether it be in US, whether it be in Brazil, whether it be in Middle East, whether it be in Bangladesh. A lot of them are doing their own practice. A lot of them are maybe doing a PG program in US or other parts of the world. As mainly when you are preferring for doing a medical program, you're always concerned about regarding the accreditation. What will happen when I come back? And what will happen? Do I need to give an exam here in India? Will I be able to travel to US? Will the qualification be recognized? Am I going to be duped into let's say an illegal qualification? These are all things which comes into the mind of most of the Indian students when they travel for medical education. So we ensure that we have covered all those things for you. And as we told you that we have success story to share for almost 6 batches who have graduated, and they are doing higher studies or practicing across the world. This was all due to because we are fully accredited by the National Accreditation Council of Guyana. This is similar to MCI in India. Then we are accredited and recognized by Medical Council of Guyana also. Listed into World Directory of Medical Schools. So WDOMS is mainly a listing which is as per the list of approved and accredited institutions across the world, and which makes us listing into the ECFMG also. ECFMG is an organization mainly in US which validates foreign qualification if you want to go and study or settle up or work in USA. A lot of countries they use ECFMG as equivalenting their foreign qualification also. But thankfully, India, we are using Association of Indian Universities for that. And as I told you, we are recognized by Medical Council of India. That can be checked from the website of Medical Council of India also, which recognizes Guyana, Texila American University, Guyana as one of the recognized university in Guyana. Oh, the program which we are offering is a 5 years program that is known as Doctor of Medicine, which is equivalent to the MBBS program in India. The duration of the program differs from country to country. If you're going to China, you have I think I should not say China nowadays, because you will definitely not like to go to China or any of those countries where you have a trouble. So, anyways, coming to the point, definitely, our program is 5 years duration, and this 5 years is further subdivided into preclinical, clinical, and clinical rotation. So if you look into his pre-medical, preclinical, and clinical rotation 5 years program, so the first year is basically consists of your basic technology, terminologies, basic sciences. Preclinicals are mainly where you are having some exposure to practicals, as well as you learn about all the departments and specialization of the medicine program. And the clinical rotations are the one where you rotate into different department and specialization of medicines, which are mainly being conducted at the hospital. So we have tie-up with multiple hospitals across the world, including in USA, Ghana, and Philippines, where you can complete your clinical rotation. As of now, our students are doing clinical rotation in US, you're doing clinical rotation in Philippines, as well as in Guyana. And we have tied up with one of the largest hospital in the Caribbean, which is having a good footfall, which is almost equivalent to what you're having in Safdarjung Hospital in Delhi also. Because the most important thing for doing a medicine program is that you should do from a country where you can be able to do clinical rotation in your own language. Otherwise, you don't know what a patient is talking about. In terms of the eligibility requirement, what we need only 12, your 10 plus 2 as a qualification with PCB, uh, uh, and NEET requalified. So this year, as the NEET examination is going to be conducted end of next month. So whatever is a NEET eligibility percentile, that is the minimum requirement we are looking forward for this program. It's a full-term program which we are offering, and been offered by faculties from across the globe. We have faculties from US, India, from Guyana, UK, Australia, and Canada. They're all at the campus. Our chief of academic officer is an American surgeon, Dr. Douglas Hughes. Our executive dean, Dr. Dheeraj Bansal, has done his MS from US, as he did his medicine and PG from India. So we have a good mix of international and local faculties with us, which gives you a truly international exposure for the medicine program, which you're looking forward for. In some of the USPs mainly of the program, mainly, do we offer a plain MBBS program, or we are having some different USP? Yes, we do have a USP. USP is that we provide you an inbuilt USW training right from first year. We give you an international clinical rotation exposure depending upon what and where you want to do. We are having till the last count approximately 96% of FMGE pass percentage. FMGE is foreign medical graduate examination, which you have to take when you come back to India. That will be now known as the exit exam in India before you are licensed here. And we do provide assistance in post graduation if you want to do in USA. So we have a clinical rotation office in New Jersey that assists the students in going for post-graduate placement after you clear your USMLE step 2. But all things good, exactly. Fine. We have all the infrastructure, we have all the program which you are looking forward for, but will you be able to travel? That's a whole question about, exactly. If the international airspace are also opening up, so will it be safe for you to travel, or will it be safe for us to bring the students back on the campus or into a hostel? So, but if that doesn't happen, is it going to kill your doctor's dream? That's the whole thing. Are you going to lose one complete academic year if you're not able to get a seat in India? So I would say no, that is not going to be the case exactly in our end, because we are already doing our academic execution through an online mode, through a virtual mode, which is far different than just converting a real classroom into a virtual classroom. Because we understand a real classroom works that a lecturer comes into a class, he just pours his knowledge to the student, and the student, whether he takes that knowledge or that it goes overflows, exactly, it's a different point, exactly. But in a real learning, in a virtual learning, you can't just pour your knowledge with one-way communication by a lecturer. So we do always keep that in our mind that our virtual education, if we are providing, is not going to be same as a real classroom education or physical classroom education. It is going to be two-way interactive, and it has to have a lot of simulation so that students can be well interacting with us. So what are the options available exactly? Do we have a solution to this? Yes, we have a solution to this. We are making sure that students can start their MBBS academics this year itself as per the regular academic calendar, but keeping in mind that they have to be safe and secure, and we cannot risk up the life of any of our students, which are very, very important for us. So we are going to provide the first 4 to 6 months of the education only through online mode in the Indian time zone system. Exactly. It's not that we are going to provide you as per the Eastern time zone and you have to burn the midnight candle and study and take your lectures in the mid of a night also. It will be as per the IST, which we are going to provide it to you. And the most important thing is that this is going to be only for 4 to 6 months of a time. So you don't miss up on your academic year. You don't kill your doctor dream and you graduate. Let's say if you are starting in 2020, you must graduate in 2025 rather than losing your one academic year. So we are well placed to provide this solution to you this year so that we keep your safety as a paramount and also ensure that you don't lose up your academic year. So be assured about that we'll be taking care of you for that. And it will be a real two-way interactive session where we are using a lot of simulation softwares to make sure that medical studies are being executed as per the requirement of a medical education, because medicine is not same as studying business administration or public health. So apart from this, let's say once you're back on the campus, you have a lot of things to enjoy. We have a lot of students organization and association at our end, which keeps you always busy apart from being studies. We do celebrate all the festivals globally, whether it is Diwali, Holi, whether it is Shivratri, whether it is Eid or Christmas. We have a lot of celebrations happening at our campus, a lot of cultural
Navneet,
festivals happening. We do provide
Navneet,
state-of-the-art infrastructure also for your lab and simulations. We have almost 34 labs at our end, which
Navneet,
gives
sorry
you
to
all the
interrupt
tools.
you. We are running short of time, so
Yeah, I'll
you have
just
to end.
try to wrap up in the next few slides. Thank you.
Thank
Okay. So we do provide all those infrastructure which has been required for the medical education at our end. And we have right from the indoor to the outdoor gaming facility. We have our own very big football ground where the students are enjoying being doing all sort of sports activities. Hostels are provided for the boys and girls separately, which is very near, almost adjacent to the campus, fully secured, having your own pantry and other things with a common laundry, so that you don't you devote all your time on the studies. There's just an internal of the hostel what you are providing. You can see the infrastructure which you are going to get there. And all sorts of foodings are there. We have Indian, continental, Chinese, local Guyanese foods are available. So you don't miss your Indian culture a lot there. Indoor gaming facilities are there, as I told you, for what you is required for your physical development also. So you will love to those things. So this is all what we offer. But anyway, because these all things are available on our website also. But the most important thing is that we don't want you to miss on your academic year this year. So we have enough facilities done for you to execute this academic year, at least for the 4 to 6 months online for you. And so don't kill your doctor's dream. Be optimistic. Just give your NEET examination and be ready that we are available for you to take your academics into the medical education ahead. Best of luck and stay